I think the girl that said built like Mexicans meant like built like a Mexican mom. Because after they have a kid, they turn into a big rectangle, a bag of laundry, a bag of leaves.
We're Mexican. Of course, we're either built like Selena or the bitch that killed her.
Oh, that's.
I honestly should stay out of this because this is not my fight, nor this is not one. It's not my fight. It's not my fight. I'm just a brother observing and watching, and like I love my black queens, but at the same time, I really don't have a dog in this fight because we all can get real bad bodied. Like I've seen a lot of bad bodies, right? But I did see this and it was interesting because it was just like because it was a bad body big girl. I think it's what started it was a bad body big black girl that talked about hey Mexican women they kind of built like refrigerators after a couple kids, and then like you saw a compilation of like Mexican women, Mexican milfs, like Mexican women after having a bunch of kids when they're just curvy and all that other stuff. Now, this is not my fight because one, I am overweight myself, and two, um, I need to lose the pounds. I once was good, and so when I say this, I'm not trying to make fun of nobody, but as a bad, but I'm overweight, so I got a gut. Sometimes when I'll be wearing my uniforms and I see my gut hanging over, I'll be like, God damn, I need to hit the gym. Right. So I'm in this. So I'm in the bad body business too. All right. I'm not a big. I don't think I'm a big back, but I do got a gut hanging over. My lower. I think my lower half is good. It's just the upper half. This is what happens when you gain weight. But but I will say this. I will say this. There's a different variety of bad bodies out there once you gain weight, which is why a lot of people, um, when people start talking, they start talking. Like, there's a lot of bad built bodies that our bodies are built differently, right? Like some dudes, they got the big guts. Some people, they're just shapes. Like their body is just shapes, and then like the bigger they are, it's just like the more bad body you are built. Obviously, America, we have a overweight problem. Now, I think the only reason they're saying this, now the thing is, are some Mexican women built like fridges? Yeah, it is true. It's not. She didn't say anything wrong. It's just one of those pot calling and kettle black things, and which is why I said I shouldn't be doing this because I am also the pot calling the kettle black. But at the same time, I'm not making fun of it. I'm just putting the observation out there because I've seen a lot of bad built body black women. It's just woo. Um, and they're usually the ones with the worst attitudes. Like at least with a dude, some dudes they're not like have bad attitudes. It's just sometimes what we wear it just doesn't look appealing in some clothes. It's sloppy looking, but usually a bad body built woman is sloppy all over. Again, look at this point, if I get fried, if I get talked about, I don't care. But we could go down to many like the teacups. Those to me, you're the worst type. Like you just don't have an ass, but everything goes to like your waist and like here's the sad thing about the teacup built. You can't. As soon as you start gaining weight, you gain weight at the wrong spots. Anybody understand the teacup body built joint? Your legs are small, but everything else it just starts, gaining. It's like the Superman legs thing. It's like got a big upper body but tiny legs. It's the same thing. The teacup bodies, right? So instead of having a Superman body, you have like a body built like a teacup, but your legs are small. And it like them are the weirdest looking big women because like their legs are the smallest. They have no ass. They ain't got. There's like no fat around the legs part. It's just all in the upper body and is holding everything. Those are the worst, and they're usually the ones with the worst attitudes. I'm sorry, black women. If you know you're built like a teacup, you know this, but you also know a friend that's built like that. The second is the penguin, and the penguin from the Batman. If you ever seen the way the penguin looks like the Batman, it's just like their guts is usually in their sweatpants, and then you usually see the gut through the sweatpants, and it's man, like it's always like an egg shape, which is another one. It's like the dot is like Eggman. If you're built like Doctor Eggman from, oh Lord, they're gonna kill me in this shit. But it has to be told. Like the thing with Mexican women is just like it's like do they? I think it's because they're short. They just get wider. They don't really. They do get built like fridges, but that's the only time I've ever seen them like look real bad. And it's not even like that bad. But it's just that they just have that one. I don't know, because when they're small, they got a little curvatures there. Some of them they got curvatures there. They're all right, but when they get bigger, that's when the curvatures get out of proportions. But there are some women like even when they're small, you could tell they ain't got no butt, and even if they get thicker, they don't get no butt. So it all goes to like the upper body, and it's just like you can see it spiraling out. Even if they're like 10 pounds overweight, you see them spiraling out. And it's just like, damn, you just don't get an ass. That's why some of them get the BBLs because you hope some of that weight go to the ass. And it's like, no, it doesn't. Now there's some girls that are like skinny, and they'll just it goes to their hips. Now and from a good portion of that, it's fine. Even when it's a little bit thicker, it's that. But it starts getting bad when I don't want to say it looks like you start looking like a snowman. Like it go from an hourglass to a snowman. I think other people understand that. Um, like it's like the thing about them is just like they're not bad bodies. It's just that you're good if you just need to lose the weight. Like you have the curves, you got the hips, you got the ass, and all that other stuff. But sometimes it's just like it's too much, to where like everything jiggles. Like you can't even move without jiggling. Like that's what it looks like your body just do. It's like like you big breasted, you big belly, and then you got big ass. And so it's just like you got three portions of stored fat on you, and you're just carrying it on. So you got that. So now the thing about, like I said, now the thing about that, when those women lose the weight, they kind of look real good because you can see the curves in there when they lose the weight, especially especially when they lose the stomach. That's why a lot of them say when I lose the stomach, it's over with for you hoes because usually that's I think what they say is just like a grocery bag. What you put, wherever it goes to first, that's the last thing that comes out. So I think with those, the girls with the curvy, the hourglass that turns into a snowman, they usually like that's what usually goes first when they lose the weight or some shit like that. Like men, yeah, men, we got bad body, but bad body men is just like the same thing. It's just like if the gut is the last thing that pops up, it's usually the first thing to go when we lose weight, and then it's just like we're stocky, and then like yeah, because that's usually like other than that, some men are just shapes, but usually men we're just stocky. We just get wide, 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 and then we get to a point where at the widest, and then like the belly goes out. If you notice that, like we just get men just get wide. Women, y'all turn it into a bunch of shapes before the now. I don't care what anybody say. And this is where like because I don't even mean to put them in, but they are sometimes the white women they get it the worst. I don't care what anybody say. It's like have you if you ever seen a badly built white woman, not only like it shows in their face, it shows in their skin, it shows on their like places that you would think it would show, and it's just like they're like a shape. They're built like an amoeba. It was like, and they walk around like an amoeba. If you ever seen what amoeba boys look like, that's what white women are built like, and they are the worst built bodies. Now, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be white women, that's gonna be like, I'm a milf and I keep it tight. Congratulations on you, because I think that's what it looked like. Because with the Mexican women, it's just like bad built wear. It's just like because a lot of the Mexican moms are like bad built wear, especially if they had kids and then like, oh no, the body tight. Now, at the finest, beautiful, beautiful. Black women, beautiful. At the finest, when you curvy, beautiful. The Latin ladies, when curvy, beautiful. Hell, even some of the white women, when y'all we get curvy in the right places, it's beautiful. But a lot of y'all handle thickness. A lot of it gets handled differently, and overweightness. That's where you really see it. But that's just my opinion on it. Let me know what y'all think. Till then, my name is Oskino Fly, and if I get roasted for this, I just get roasted for it. But oh well. My name is Oskino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.